Hey, it's Maddie here. I just wanted to pop on today and say hello. Actually, it's raining, and I'm sitting in my car waiting for the rain to stop. And I'm hoping that it's going to stop soon. But anyway, I wanted to tell you something because I read a message from someone on social media yesterday, and I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking about it all of last night, and I woke up this morning thinking about it. And I've been thinking about it all day. And when I was getting ready for my appointment, I had two appointments today. And I tried to send them a message, but I didn't. I was going to send them a message, and then I just got too busy. So anyway, I'm in the car now. I could send them a message, I guess. But I think I'll just do a video about it because I think maybe this might help a lot of people. And it's encouraging. So, I am 50, and I am not ashamed. I'm 50. We all get older. But I'll tell you, back when I was in my 20s, I worked for DuPont, and I loved my job. I loved the direction that my life was going in. I had my whole canvas to paint, and I didn't know what God had in store for me because, even if you don't believe in God, there's a plan for your life. God, I'm not going to say that everybody should believe in God because there is a God and He has a plan for our lives. But back then, I didn't know if there was a God. I mean, I prayed and I hoped that there was, but I wasn't really churched and I didn't know Scripture. But anyway, I had my whole life before me. And there's a couple of messages here because I am a big advocate for pro-life, not pro-choice, because that's different. Pro-choice means you have a choice to murder a baby or not. Okay, I hope you guys don't turn this off because I'm not going to make this all about that. But I will say that I was not a church girl. My Jessica, my only one baby that I've ever had, she was not planned. And I just thought, my gosh, I work at DuPont. My life is going up and getting better, and I'm more independent, and I just didn't want the baby to stop me. That's what I was thinking. But I wasn't sure if I was going to stay with the man that I created the baby with. Turns out I ended up keeping my baby, and I ended up marrying the man. And, we didn't end up working out for various reasons I'm not going to go into, but we are friends. We're very, very good, close friends, and I just love him to death like a brother. But, and my baby, I love her the most in the whole world. She has brought so much joy to my heart. It's just indescribable how much. I mean, she's brought some pain, let me tell you. She has brought some pain to my heart too. But every kid does, every child does. But you love them. The Lord taught me a what is it called? It's a love that has no end. It's a love that has no boundaries. In other words, this love that you have, this type of love, it doesn't matter what wrong they do. It doesn't matter what. It's unstoppable. There's no boundaries on it. You just love somebody. What is that kind of love called? There's a word for it. There's a name for it. It is it's unlimited love. I don't know what it is, but anyway, that's the kind of. It'll come to me. I'll probably post it in the message down below. But anyway, it's that kind of love. You just love them, and I didn't know that kind of love before I gave birth to her, and instantly it was like, she's my own DNA, she's my own flesh and blood. And so for you all out there that don't have kids, this is just a thing that everyone goes through. It's a bonding. You bond with the baby. Now, I don't want to make this all about babies and abortion and stuff like that, but I want to say that I did not know what the Lord had in store. I mean, my mind was thinking one thing. I was thinking I'm going to be a business professional and I'm going to be the boss. And, I've discovered that I'm a little bossy. My family jokes about it, but, I thought they were really just joking. They were real serious. I'm a little bossy. I'm the firstborn. So, anyway, so I had one daughter. I don't know where I was going with that, but I have one daughter, and I'm thankful. I'm so thankful I didn't abort her, because she has been the biggest blessing in my life. And I can't even imagine, because I wasn't able to have any other kids. So if I aborted that one big blessing, would I have had any more kids? Who knows? I might not even know the definition. I wouldn't even know what motherhood is really about, and giving birth to your own DNA and having your own baby and watching the baby grow and act like you, and the baby didn't know you when you were 10 and 12 and 15 and 20 and the things that you went through. But then you see those traits in the baby, in the child as it's growing up. But it's babies are a blessing. You might not be prepared for it at that time, but our God in heaven knew you before he put you in your mother's womb, and he knew the baby before he put the baby in the mother's womb. So my niece is pregnant, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is not the plan. But anyway, the Lord has showed me that it's his plan. He put the baby in her belly, and I think that he's got a really good plan. And he started to show me some things, and I'm thinking, if he didn't put the baby in her belly and she didn't get pregnant, then her life would have taken a different trajectory. So anyway, I started this video to talk about one thing, but then I kind of twisted it and turned it, and this is actually what happened. We're talking about this, but there is another thing I want to talk to you about. And I saw, oh my gosh, I think I know that guy from growing up. He walked past. Okay, so anyway, I saw someone's Facebook post, and I've been thinking about it, praying about it since last night and today. And I want to tell you that even though you don't think that God is doing anything, he is. He's working behind the scenes. And I was even asking the Lord myself, Lord, does anything that I do even matter? Because I was feeling pressure and heaviness from the enemy. He comes to say, nothing you do even matters. It's useless. You're never going to get anywhere. Has God answered your prayer yet? That's a real funny one, because that's what I hear. But you have to recognize the enemy's voice. That's not God. That's not you. That's the enemy of your soul. He wants to depress you, discourage you. He wants to tell you lies, and more lies. So what is he telling you? Well, turn it around, because he's a liar. Believe the complete opposite. What God told me so many years ago, and even though so much time has gone by, he will do it. I am doing everything I know to do. And I know that he has been training me and teaching me. I've been a stay-at-home mom, and I've been taking care of people my whole life. And now people say, oh, Maddie, you're so sweet. You have such a beautiful, compassionate. And I was like, wow, I didn't start. Well, I kind of did start out that way. I did kind of. I've always been sweet and kind and lovely and everything. Compassionate and helpful. And I think being poor is what molded me that way. When you have not much, you think of ways to get what you need. That builds the creativity. And I have noticed through the years, all the effort and all the time that I spent taking care of my mom, all of that is being used today in my ministry with people. I mean, I was a little rough growing up, in kind of a way that We didn't grow up in the best neighborhood because we didn't have a whole lot of money, but you would never know that now. And I see these girls, and I work with girls that are into prostitution. I work with homeless people, vets, just all sorts of people from all walks of life, and I can feel their pain. I can feel where they are. I can feel the hopelessness on them, because I remember feeling that same hopelessness on myself and wondering, God, do you see me? God sees you. He sees you, and he's making a plan behind the scenes. And he will use every little thing. I mean, there were some real crappy things that happened to me along my journey. And I know that he's using them to build compassion in me. Sometimes you have a wild horse. Not saying that I'm a wild horse, but sometimes you have a wild horse, and sometimes the wild horse needs to be stung in the butt, you know. And sometimes certain things happen that will bring the person down to a certain level so that they can be effective. And anyway, I just want to encourage all of you that keep going, because God will use everything that you have experienced in one way or another for good. So you're not wasting, as long as you are doing everything you know to do, as long as you're not complaining and stopping the hand of God. Because once you send your prayer up and then you start complaining, then I get the feeling that, oh, it's stopped raining, I can go in now. I get the feeling that God has to call his angels back. Come back, she lost faith, now we got to start over. You want to give your angels power, energy, by faithing it. When you faith it, you put faith to it and trust and belief in all that God is doing, and then speak his word back to him into the atmosphere. The angels grab it, and that gives them, it's almost like a Pac-Man eating the bullets. The more you praise, and the more you sing, and the more you thank God in advance for all the things that people are looking at me wondering what I'm doing. Once you praise and sing and send your praises up to God and send your hallelujahs up to God, then the angels are enforced with power to go forward. So it strengthens them, and that's what we all need, to remember to praise and pray and thank God all day long. And sometimes when you're getting hounded by the enemy, it's so much that you forget to even pray in the spirit. Like the other day, I wasn't even say yesterday, I just had no energy whatsoever. I am having trouble with my my sugars coming down, and I don't eat any carbs for the most part. So I figured, well, if I don't eat any carbs, then this will be good. This is just a little problem that I'm sharing with you. Probably shouldn't be sharing it, but I had no energy yesterday. So I ate salads, and I ate like chicken soup with hardly any noodles, because that's a carb that will break down to sugar. So anyway, I'm just asking for prayer, because I need energy to go. And you would think if you eat salad, then you're going to have energy. And if you eat protein, that's also going to give you energy. But my nutritionist was telling me today that you need a little bit of glucose, sugar, to fuel your body. I was like, well, wait a minute. I know that I went on a glucose-free diet and I lost a lot of weight, but I'm not sure why that's not really working right now, because I gained a pound. So it is a little frustrating. Anyway, I don't want to go down that road. I just want to say that I probably am giving too much personal information, but I do want to encourage you guys to know that everything that I'm doing right now in helping people, I know I wouldn't have been able to help them if God didn't grow me and mold me in the things that I've gone through to get here. And when people walk past me and I feel a certain spirit on them, or a level, I can feel the level of their Christianity. Anybody can say they're a Christian, but okay, well, there are some people that can feel your level of Christianity, and I am one of them. I can feel how close you are to the Lord. It's almost like a kaleidoscope. and it's a kaleidoscope of, or even like you see a pinwheel of colors, and like zero walk with the Lord, and then all the way over to here to his throne rock. I can see where that pin falls, and I can see also what needs to change in the person, how you can get closer to the Lord, what things need to be, those boulders that need to be moved out of the way so that you can get closer to the Lord. It's like I see what's holding people back, and then I help them to see that too, and then say, yes, okay. If they're going to be honest, they're going to tell me, yes, okay, yeah, that you're right, I got to do this. If they're going to be dishonest, oh no, that's not me, but that's not really what I experience most of the time. It's, wow, you really hit the nail on the head there. And then I help them get there. So one of these days I'm going to get paid for it, I think, because I don't know. It's all according to God. I would like to get paid for that. That's great. That's a great gift. I've been walking with the Lord now for 25 years, 24 years. And I put a lot of time into it. I put a lot of prayer. I've helped a lot of people. I have not made any money because I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was God's go-girl. I went here and I went there, and I talked to his people, and I saved people from committing suicide. Not really I did. My body walked there, but it's the Lord used me to save them from committing suicide or doing really stupid things, or getting off drugs, or whatever, getting right with the Lord, saving their souls. But anyway, what you're doing now, be encouraged, because at the right time, it will be your time. Your time is coming, is what I'm saying. And anyway, I think I better get in there, because I think I hit everything I wanted to hit. But there's a certain someone out there that's very, very special to me. For some reason, God keeps bringing this person to my heart, and I'm praying for that person to see. I'll just say this. This particular person that I read their social media post, they don't see how much they matter to God. They don't see how what they're doing right now is ever going to make any difference. And I think that there's a lot of people out there, and I've already met this person, and I've interacted with this person, and I know God has big things he wants to do, and they have a signature, God's signature sound is in their mouth, and I hear it. Heard it the very moment they started speaking. And it's like you stop what you're doing, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. That's heaven. That's the stamp of heaven's approval on that person's voice. They are an oracle. And there's so many other things, because when I saw their picture, I knew immediately that person has a highly sensitive spirit. And it's almost a raw spirit. It's a spirit. Anyways, a lot of things, and I just it blesses my heart that God allows me to see inside a situation, inside a person, and it gives me so much honor to work with people, to help them get out of the stuck places and help them get to the places where God wants them to be. And I hate to see people stuck. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck, like, Lord, where? How am I going to get to the places you want me to be? I need to make a little bit of money, and not trying to be a psychic, because, psychics get their information from the dark side. So that's why I say stay away from psychics. You want your information from the God that created the world, not the devil that sits in putrid and stink, that is the enemy of your soul. He will lead you down a ditch faster than anything if you put your hope and your faith and trust in him. And his demons, oh Lord, help us. Because I see a lot of social media talking about how they had their psychics come to they had a psychic party. I'm thinking, wow. Oh Lord. All right, well, anyway, I see people are pulling up all around me, and I better get in there. So many blessings to all of you. This is probably one of my longer posts. It's almost 20 minutes now. I hope you are enjoying these. If so, let me know. I would like to know. Okay, many blessings.